In this 3-part video, I'm going to teach you how to survive and buy yourself some time so you don't end up dead like another tenant. Now, yes, in today's broken world, if you are a poor orphan who was born in the poverty, locked into a basement, released when you were 16 and then put to work, if you have some disability where you weren't able to graduate high school and you're not allowed to work, and then somebody else is collecting your Social Security and wanting you to rent out an apartment, or somebody else has you disabled and is paying your rent but has no concern in your complaints, and your landlord is neglecting your apartment, and you are suffering with hospital visits, blood, mold, loss of limbs, emergency room visits, falls, seizures, more, and you've gone to the emergency room, you've gone to the attorneys, and you have no way to move, and you cannot use a shelter because of your disabilities, because of your PTSD, because of whatever you have, like me. Let's say that you're stuck with an apartment that you're paying for, but you know if that you live in this apartment, you're gonna die because you have already been brought to the emergency room because of stuff like this. Now, I've had water coming in my apartment for 7 years. I had to add that foam because there was gallons going into the wall. But there's even worse mold on the outside of the building that has been identified by experts to be a large mold, a 20 by 6 foot spot of mold growing right by this window. Right by this window is a giant growth of mold on the outside of the building and in the walls and in the siding. As you can see, the hole went all the way down. As you can see. I'm having trouble here. As you can see, that's not good. It's rotted out completely. I've tried to stop the water from coming in. Let's say you have something like that. And you fall like that all the time. And you're having seizures like me. And you can't move. You want another apartment. But now you are injured. You're hospitalized. Somebody else is controlling your money. Whatever your reason is. First of all, you need to realize where the air quality is and how bad it is. Part 1, identify how bad the air quality is and where the problem is. So identify the problem and identify what's causing the problem or making it worse. That's going to be step 1. My next video, part 1, we're going to go over how to identify or look for a problem, or how I did that, and then how to identify what things make that problem worse and what problems make that problem better. So we'll go into the details of that. Then part 2 will be what you can do to try to make yourself better. Hospital visits, moving to other rooms, stuff like that. Now, you only can do part 2 when you understand the problem. If you don't understand the problem, or where the air is coming from, or where the fresh air is coming from, you can't come up with a plan like sitting in the bathroom collecting fresh air as a solution. In part 3 is what can happen and what would most likely result if nobody steps in or does their government jobs, if they allow a disabled person to be stuck in this situation. Now, if you watch my other videos, you'll understand that I have a prior case, I have a neurological disorder, and I have a lot of problems other than this just moldy apartment. But breathing in mold is making my pre-existing problems worse. You can't breathe in deadly mold that would make a normal person sick and expect a sick person to get better. That's just crazy. So, we're going to go over this as I take a break because this room is making my arms hurt again. I'm having trouble breathing again, and I got to go sit in the bathroom and collect some fresh air. See if I can feel a little better.